Alright, guys. Final round with this Miracles Brew, and what can I say? We've been through a lot. We're going to mulligan this because there's no colored mana sources. This hand also kind of stinks, but I think it's better than a 5 card hand, so we're going to keep it. I did decide. Really need a brainstorm more so than a force. So we're going to do that. I might regret this. If it's Wooded Foothills, he might be Belcher. Forest. Okay, well. Green Sun Zenith into some elf, we're assuming. Okay. Okay. So I'm really not liking our chances here, long story short. Usually combo elves can kind of go much further, much faster than what you would like at this stage. I just need to miracle a Terminus, and I probably should have led off with a fetch land or a Tundra in order to play with that. Our opponent probably has a slowish hand, but that doesn't mean, you know, much in the context of what we're doing. Yeah, Gaia's Cradle's pretty much lights out for us. Another blue card would be great. Yeah, but this is all very bad. I haven't played combo elves online once. It has become so much less popular. It's kind of alarming. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and Tundra into Counterbalance. It's doing that in lieu of actually just forcing something. And again, a Brainstorm actually helps us out quite a bit here. If we blind counter something, that's pretty great. They're not crazy. I mean, he's got a lot of ones. Snapcaster Mage. So Snapcaster Mage counters not a lot in his deck, honestly. Okay, it's Reclamation and Saging. That doesn't really matter too much to us. All right, so we are going to, as much as it pains me, we're going to Council's Judgment the Wirewood Symbiote. It's Snapcaster Mage. And then we just hope to die to the beatdown, but it's not looking good. It's not looking very good at all. Let's see what he votes on. I guess I could have tried to next level him and pick something else, right? But oh wait, that's not how Council's Judgment works. If it's tied, I get to choose, right? So we're going to force just about anything that comes off the pipe here, which I assume is Hoof. There it is. Yeah. Bye, Mr. Snapcaster. You served us well. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So we got roughly 2 turns. I take that back. We have 1 turn after this one. So we really need to hit something that will allow us to set up this Terminus. Brainstorm does it. I think we're still going to Brainstorm on his turn. So if he hits a creature... So let's see, where are we going to Brainstorm to? So we're going to put... So we're going to be able to Terminus and Jace next turn. So we're going to put Ponder Terminus. Take whatever he's throwing at us here. And Terminus away the chaff here. We really want him to play another creature. I don't think he will. Yes. All right. Put those on bottom, friend. That felt pretty good. So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to... So we can Jace Storm. He's got a Dryad Arbor and some other stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and... Like, nothing kills me right off the top. So I'm going to draw 3 and put 2 back. So we know Ponder's there. And a shuffle effect. So... Yeah, let's just do that. I could plus Jace here. I'm not like super interested in it. It is a route to victory. It's not bad. I just don't think he's going to have much. I feel like I can set something up before that. Yeah, Death Right we got to get rid of here. So if it's just a Death Right, then we're obviously going to Jace bounce it. Is this also going to be a Death Right? Is this double Death Right? Untap target creature. So, I'm going to ponder first. We know we have a Snapcaster. Swords to Plowshares is pretty much great here. Because I can Swords to Plowshares and then go from there. So I think I shuffle this. Yes. So I can... If I draw 3, is it just Swords to Plowshares or bust? Because he attacks me dead if I... Yeah, so I got to. I gots to. Not really liking my chances here. So we go blue. And I'm going to ponder again. Well, I think that's game, boys. That's rough. Felt like we stabilized just way too late. So Entreat, Humility, all those are great. Grafdigger's Cage, Canonist. So things that I don't want. Forces. Really not in love with Counterspell. I may actually reduce counter and top. Like that. Actually, I think I'll leave top in. It should be pointed out, Humility is actually not super great in this match. I mean, it's necessary. It can cut off some of the things that he's trying to do, but it's not, like, amazing. Castle's Judgment, I guess, is too slow. Yeah. Well, let's see here. I cannot keep that. Canonist is intriguing, but not good enough. Oh. Well, we're keeping it. That's great. Lots of misplays today. If he thought seizes me, we're in big trouble. So I think I'm actually gonna. I'm likely to expend this force. Yeah. So we're gonna force pitching Jace. Yeah. Given our mana situation, I don't know that we can do much better. All right. So he can play a guy a turn, which gives us a lot of time to develop here what we're trying to do. I mean, he might have the elf that blows up artifacts, and that's fine. Sylvan Library is super rough for us. All right, well, now we're in some kind of business, I suppose. So what's cool here is he actually, if he ends up with the artifact Destruction Elf, he actually, or enchantment and artifact, the disenchant elf, he actually has to choose between killing the two. In that scenario, I think he's going to choose the counterbalance when he probably should choose the canonist. But if he starts drawing cards with Sylvan Library, I think we're pretty incentivized to just fire off and treat for one if we get an opportunity to. He didn't take any damage, so he liked what he drew. What in the world? I think you might be misunderstanding how that works. No, I don't know what he's thinking about. There's not a flash elf, is there? Regardless, we definitely want to put pressure on his life total. It's really, really important. Because Sylvan Library can get out of hand very quickly if you don't do something. Okay, so that's getting decayed. No, that's fine. So he might have boarded in quite a bit against me. Top is really the engine we want here, though. Like, yeah, it's a bummer that we got Abrupt Decayed, but setting up Terminus and that kind of thing is huge for us. It's the only thing that's really keeping in this game. That and some very fortunate land draws. Well, we're not going to Terminus. That is for sure. I'm going to keep the Ponder, though. I wonder if he'll attack. Yeah. Whoa. All right, so we'll attack first. Then Ponder. let's see what he's got here. Canonist is doing a little bit of work. It's nice. So the ideal goal here is to... Okay, ooze I don't care about. That is fine. It's an interesting card to sideboard in against Miracles. Seems like it's way better against other decks. So let's see, we can... Swords. Yeah. We are going to draw 3. So you can look at the top of his deck, but that doesn't do much with Sylvan Library in play. And the next turn we'll entreat. I think I like Ponder, Entreat on top. I can't believe we're in this game. I think it was so bad. This is really lucky. You could have made an argument there that setting up Entreat is bad, but let's see, what can he do? Can he play Natural Order? So he'll take the Snapcaster, at least that's what we assume. So then I'm going to entreat. Oh, wait, is he not? Okay, well, I'm definitely going to entreat. I think he's trying to set up Abrupt Decay into Hoof. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and entreat. And we'll do it for... Yes. The question is, do I do it for everything? And yeah, I think I do. So then I'm going to actually Jace bounce the Arbor. So he's dead next turn to a lot of stuff here. Basically, the worst case scenario being that he somehow manages to abrupt decay the Canonist and somehow get into a Craterhoof. Okay. I'm looking at his hand. Is he killing himself? Is that what's supposed to be happening? Okay. Well, that worked out better. I feel like we got very, very, very fortunate. Is back to basics like super greedy against him? I'm trying to think. I mean, I want to do it, but I feel like it's terrible. Because his mana is just so good already. He's got a ton of mana dorks. This is me waiting on the combo Elves player. This is going to be one that's going to be rough to let slip if I lose game 3 because I feel like I was so ahead. I shouldn't say so ahead. I had stabilized just a little too. Obviously, our opponent very much knows what they're doing. Oh, wow, we are keeping this hand. Now, he might just go off before we have a chance to respond, but I feel like EE on 1 is pretty sweet. Really like a Force of Will here. Dryad Arbor is a good start. So if he blows up my EE, what happens? I feel like actually pondering is just better here. We kind of have to set up a scenario where we get him. Definitely gonna cast Terminus next turn. No, we will not. Oh, God. Oh, man. I hate myself so much right now. I deserve to lose. I deserve it. That's brutal. I feel like I played the best game 1 of this match. Oh. So he's going to take the engineered explosives, we assume? I mean, he might just snap off taking counterbalance. Feels like that's better, depending on what constitutes his hand. But if he has a bunch of 1-drops, like, why wouldn't you? Yeah, he totally took the engineered. So then we'll play counterbalance, obviously. And then try for the old humility terminus combo if we happen to live that long. The good news is our opponent's like really thinned his deck with these, Thoughtseize effects and stuff like that. Is he going to play abrupt? He's holding up abrupt decay, maybe? Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, dude. Opponent's taking a little bit of time here. Don't know. That ponder still hurts. Though, I guess we're not punished too hard. It could have gotten a lot worse. Alright, mana's good. Mana gets us to Venser. So things that I die to. Oh boy. He must have just... Because we haven't even seen Glimpse of Nature yet, which I think is interesting. That's... Well... So here goes Humility. Here goes... So I think he'll take Humility, then Terminus. Something like that. He knows Venser's on the way, so... And he could actually just take both. Right? It's not terrible. I like playing Therapy against me and everything, but his hand still... I mean, he's thinned his deck quite a bit. I mean, maybe that's why he's drawn so many cards, is he's able to kind of do these things, but it's still pretty rough. I don't know why this is taking so long to resolve. Maybe he's considering if he should take the Terminus. Okay, no. So I don't think he has a Glimpse or the Win yet, but I could be mistaken. We are just going to... I mean, he's got the beat down on lockdown, but not much else. So what works here? I mean, he could just take my hand. I mean, I feel like that's probably the strongest thing to do. He definitely doesn't have a Glimpse, because he would have cast it by now. So I would assume this is just the beat down patrol here. And now this is going to take Terminus. Oh, that's bad. Why would you do that? He knows Venser's on top of my deck. That's weird. I mean, I guess he's just going to take both things out of my hand. Is that the plan? And then beat down? Really think you should have taken the Terminus there. So 1 on top is really what we need to see here. So the Terminus, I mean, that play is still kind of haunting me a little bit. I mean, obviously would have slowed him down a hair. Still wish it would have been something that I would have committed to. So this might be blow up enchantment self. 4 mana. For natural order. Yeah? Where's this green sun? Top. So this is going to blow up the counterbalance, we assume. So then he's going to swing in with Nettle Sentinel. I'm going to get to have top in play, which is something. Let's see here. Terminus. Huzzah. So now we can actually draw the Terminus if we need to. We're going to let him play out his hand, though. Oh, man. This is one... this feels like a good matchup, at least on the surface. So what is this? Elvish Visionary, that's fine. I'm interested to see if he has a way to... Because we haven't seen Glimpse. I wonder if he's a different version of Combo Elves or if he just hasn't hit Glimpse once. Yeah, that is also just fine. He's going to name Venser or Terminus. Or did he see the Venser? I don't... Yeah. And draw a card. Yes. It's Terminus. Congratulations. Man, this makes this deck feel just so cheap sometimes when you do this kind of stuff. Like, hey, 1 mana instant speed Wrath. That's pretty great. So it also kind of awkwardly makes the opponent have to like set up how they're putting things at the bottom of their deck. It's one of those weird UI things about Moto. Snapcaster Mage we like. What can I snap back here? Just a Ponder. Okay. Opponent will draw some cards, maybe. He did kind of go suicidal at the end of last game, so we'll see what happens. Can he go off from this spot? He wouldn't need a Gaia's Cradle. It's going to be tough with 2 cards in his hand. So we're going to draw the Snapcaster. Definitely went Ponder. Let's see if we can get some kind of advantage out of that. Do I blind shuffle? I think I do. Trinket Mage is good. That actually might be what we need. Brainstorm is also good. So, Island, Trinket, Brainstorm. Okay. We're of course going to Trinket Mage for Grafdigger's Cage if it comes to that. Still very much in danger here. Our opponent could draw a lot of cards. So I think we're just going to attack right in. Like, there's almost no reason not to. We've got to put pressure on his life. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be a Dryad Arbor. So I think we're going to attack, and then after his draw step, we'll try and figure some stuff out from there. So we're actually going to probably click this away. Actually, we're going to leave up Brainstorm here. I don't think he's going to actually trade. He is. Okay. So we'll save the click until his end step, actually. I wonder what the motivation was for that. That's so strange. I wonder if he's got more discard spells, and that's kind of the thinking here. So if he goes for Therapy, we're going to put Terminus back. I think that's probably pretty obvious. Sure, Wirewood Symbiote gets me. Yeah. So first thing we're going to do is Brainstorm, put Trinket Mage, and then Terminus on the top. Yes, we'll cast Terminus. He'll return Nettle Sentinel. Still a 2-for-1, so we're absolutely going to take it. And then we'll click on his turn. So I'm definitely still going to keep the Trinket Mage going here. Now, I wonder what he'll... Yeah, he's still not really interested in drawing extra cards. Yeah, that's fine. And then, of course, we have Crocus up for Abrupt Decay, which it seems like he has. All right, so he's got to activate his Nettle Sentinel. We'll obviously bounce it. Will I put that card? No, he can keep it. All right, so go get Trinket Mage. Go get Cage. This shuts him off from putting something silly into play. And then we'll set up the click win here. And these have been some long matches too. And if he offers a chump, I will definitely take it. Like, one of the few ways he's winning is actually flooding the board with these kind of things. Yeah, I actually don't think he should attack here, but I'm definitely blocking. I got my value out of Trinket Mage, and I'm more than happy to take that. Let's see what we're going to draw here. Plow is great. I'm actually curious what he's going to do here. So he's still got Rurik Thar in his hand. At least we assume that's what's in his hand. No, you can keep that, my friend. All right. Well, that was a pretty productive league. I'm very interested to see what you guys think about it. And look forward to your feedback. Thanks for sticking with me through all 5 matches. Bye.